High-tech industries are staring at a possibility of a fresh chip shortage, with geopolitical restrictions challenging not only expansion plans but semiconductor availability as well. In a tit-for-tat move, China has restricted exports of two minerals critical to chips and radar systems as a counter to increased controls by the US and Netherlands on sales of chip-making equipment.
The past couple of months have seen some of the biggest names in big tech. Apple CEO Tim Cook, Tesla CEO Elon Musk and Microsoft founder Bill Gates visit China, strengthening existing ties and looking for new business. All of them sending across a message that all is well with China. But the reality is different. On Monday, China announced it will restrict the export of gallium and germanium, two components critical for chips and radar systems. The restrictions will kick in from the 1st of August, with China saying it was doing so to protect national security interests. Germanium ores are rare, with China producing around 60% of the world's supply. The rest comes from Canada, Finland, Russia and the United States. It is used in infrared technology, fiber optic cables and solar cells. Gallium, meanwhile, is found in trace amounts in zinc ores and in bauxite, and around 80% is produced in China. It is used in electronics. Only a few companies, one in Europe and the rest in Japan and China, can make it at the required purity. China has now weaponized these rare minerals in its economic war with the West. The counterpunch follows decision by the US and Netherlands to restrict sales of chip-making equipment as part of their ongoing effort to prevent technology from being used to strengthen China's armed forces. A global shortage of gallium is expected to weaken the Western market's ability to progress to 6G, raise the cost of the West 5G build-out, given it doesn't use ZTE and Huawei, and lower the output of non-Chinese smartphone makers. Meanwhile, China's optical fiber market will likely benefit from the export curbs, as 30% of the global germanium output is used for optical fiber production. While the Dutch are planning to curb certain equipment from ASML and other companies, the US is expected to go one step further and use its long reach to withhold even more Dutch equipment from specific Chinese fabs. The US had earlier in October imposed export restrictions on shipments of American chip-making tools to China from US companies like Lam Research and Applied Materials on national security grounds, and lobbied other countries with key suppliers to adopt similar curbs. The industry is meanwhile worried. Having just emerged from a crippling post-COVID semiconductor shortage, another disruption in supply chains is a nightmare no one is looking forward to. Every tech industry had taken a hit. Car production fell to all-time lows, with waiting periods extending into years. Mobile phone manufacturers had to delay launches, with even Apple unable to meet festive season demand last year. Bureau Report, Business Today Television.